Hello and welcome to Trading at Home. And today what we're going to do is, wrote it down here, go over the trades that I've made so far in November for the first couple of days in November from the 1st to the 5th. And then go over my Forex Fund Rapid account and how I'm doing with that kind of beginner account, if I can call it that. So the first trade, we'll just jump right in, to be honest, that I took was this one on Monday on the 1st of November. Okay, and if any of you do watch my backtesting videos, you'll know the exact strategy that I use to trade. So let's take it back. So this was what I was seeing here. Let's just do the next one. This. To be honest, I don't like this trade. This was a very weak candle, to be honest with you. It was a very weak candle, I have to say. But in the moment, I guess I believed it was strong enough. But these are the type of things you're going to encounter when you trade live. You're gonna see some candles sort of meet the criteria, others don't. But I'm glad I kind of noticed this now, that this is a very weak candle, and next time I should definitely avoid candles like this. I did add it here. This is my trading journal. Let me see the first of her name. I don't know why I said it was strong, but it wicks to it. From here on out, that will discount it. Okay, yeah. That's what I was practically. I was saying that it was quite a weak candle. So let me just add that here. You know. After was a weak candle. Look out for them in future. So what you're seeing right now is just me editing my trading journal, going over all the trades that I made this past week, and just seeing where I messed up, where I could have done better. So you can see this candle was pretty weak. I could have, if I had not entered on that candle, I probably would not have lost this trade. And there's a saying that no nonsense forex says. He says you win by not losing. So it is what it is. It happened. You live and you learn, and now I know better. This could have been a trade actually on the first. Oh no, it's the 4th of November. We're not done here. Okay, then for the rest of the day, price was bullish, but then the cloud was red, so there was no entry for me. But nonetheless, price continued down. Okay, then we come. This is the trade of the week. This is what I would call the trade of. Let's capitalize that. Trade of the week was my biggest trade. And if we come up here on the 2nd of November, we can see I entered this at what time? 4:27 a.m. in the morning, because I trade Asian session. It was on almost 1 to 3, and I made about $262 from it. So let's just take it back to see what I was seeing at the time. Okay, again, if you follow any of my back, you see, this is what I'm saying. Can you see the difference between this kind of a candle and this candle? This candle is more, I just want to actually, okay, so there's a difference. There's a difference between, oh no, that's wrong. Difference between, like, there's a very big difference between the candles, right? This candle here that I entered in on the Monday does not look like this candle here that I entered in on the Tuesday. This candle here that I entered on the Tuesday is the candles that I'm looking for. They're very strong. They have a very big body, and even if they do have some wicks to it, is the body bigger than the wicks? I would always say they're more of, I don't even know how to really pronounce it, but I'm looking for Marabuzo candlesticks. Can't even say the word, but yes, Marabuzo candlestick. So that was the biggest difference between this entry here and this entry here. This was actually a strong candle. So as you can see, again, if you watch my backtesting videos, you know what we're looking for. You can see we have this level here, but on top of that, we also have this level here, where price had paused from this little doji candle here. Was a very important area for price. You can see it stayed there for a little while, then gave us that very good bearish candle. I did take a screenshot of what I was looking at. I think I came in late into this trade. I don't know if I fell asleep or wait, no, this is the 2nd of, I'm looking at the right thing, 2nd of November. GJ 2nd of the 11th. Okay, I don't know why it's showing this. Nonetheless, we'll just ignore the fact that it's the wrong picture. But essentially, this was the trade nonetheless. I got in at let's just Control C that. I got in here. Control V. I got in right here. Oh, kind of late. Oh, that's why. Okay, I understand what I'm saying. So I got in late. I got in here, which is still, it's still 100% valid entry that I got here. It's still valid. You can see this is still an area down here. It's more of a lower level. You can see price broke through, came up, then came back down. So there was two places I could have honestly taken this trade. Right here. Oh no, I couldn't have taken it at 2 a.m. I see. It was 2 a.m. when this candle occurred, and I only start trading the Asian session from 3 a.m. So this candle I couldn't have taken on the days. But there was another opportunity to re-enter, and that was here at 3:30. That's when I should have got in, but according to my trading journal, it says I got in at 4:27. So let's see why I would have said that 4:27. Oh, okay. I missed the initial entry, so the next candle allowed me to come in at more or less the same price point. Okay, that makes sense. But I see nothing really incredibly wrong. There's nothing wrong with this trade. It was to my rules. It was perfect. I was a little late to it, but I don't know, it happens, and let's just see how that would have played out. You can see price just tanked after that. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade, beautiful trade. Okay, let me just remove these things. I just want to remove this. Perfect. Now let's go on to the next day. The third. I don't think I traded on the third. I didn't trade on the third. I didn't see anything that was relevant or tradable. The third. This is the fifth. Let's go back to auto. The third. There it is. The third. Let's just look at it. Okay. So on the third, we come in at 3 o'clock. Let's actually follow price action. Let's follow price action. So 3 o'clock, I come in. Again, told you I start trading from 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock, this candle comes in. Okay, I'm in. I would have been interested. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would have been interested in this trade if I could see a strong candle down. The cloud is red. The Kumo is red. Chicago span is below price. Everything is pretty much bullish. It's just bearish. We're just waiting for that very strong bearish candle, but you can see it never really came. And then we had a TK bullish switch where the Gijin and the Tenkan changed to bullish, so there wasn't any entry that I could make. Then the moment when we did have a bearish TK cross, look what happened. We were first of all above, Chico span was above price, and our Kumo cloud was bullish. So then here there's an opportunity here. Price crosses bullish. We're below the Chico, so that's even a problem. You can see just the third, there was a lot of conflicting Ichimoku signals. So there really wasn't any place that I could have entered. And as you know, I stopped trading at around 11 o'clock. The last candle that I can enter on is the 11 o'clock candle. So that's why after that I stopped. Okay, let's jump on to the 4th of November. I believe it was the Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yeah, the Thursday. So the Thursday, I took a loss. You know, it's here. I took a loss. How big was the loss? The 4th of November. Oh no, a win. Okay. Oh, it was a win. So it was a very quick trade. Very quick trade. I got in. I got a little bit of a move, caught some pips before price practically tanked. And I wouldn't have actually been a part of this downward movement because it all happened in the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the London session. Hey, the London session, exactly. And I trade the Asian session. But let's look at the trade that I did get into. Here we are. Okay, there we go. So this is what I saw. You can see price is reacting perfectly to this flat Kijun-sen. It's obvious. It respected this flat Kijun-sen and gave me a nice strong bullish candle in comparison to these let me get this, in comparison to these other candles. And on top of that, this is actually is it a morning star? Let me just double check. A morning star. I believe it's a morning star candle. Candlestick. I always get confused between evening and but I think it's a morning. Yes, morning star. this was a morning star right at a level that was actually that made sense. On top of that, you could see that this doji candle, or this hammer, whatever you want to call it, um, found support here. It was practically the perfect trade. Obviously, it was very quick lived. It didn't really push up much more than where my TP was, and my stop loss. You might be wondering why it wasn't down here. It was just below this candle, because in my trading strategy, if you go and you watch some of my past videos, you'll see that if a candle has a substantial wick, so wick that is like this candle, you can see the wick. The wick is a pretty strong wick. My stop loss will go below that entry candle wick. But if this candlestick did not have a wick, then my stop loss would have been placed there. But anyway, as you can see, we entered. It was a very quick trade, 1%, nothing insane. Boom, hit, and then it was downhill from there. You can see I made just under $84 on the 4th. Oh, and then I also took a gold trade. We'll go over gold in a second. I only took two gold trades. Then for the rest of the week, I believe on this pair, we were losing. I wouldn't say losing. We just took a couple losing trades. We already spoke about the 4th. Okay, the 5th. The 5th I took a losing trade right here. Beautiful loss. Not angry. Where did I take this trade? Here. It must have been here. It must have been there. Let me just check. At 10:50. No. GJ at 5:59. So around 6 o'clock. Okay, this was the trade right here. So as you can see, TK is bearish. You can just see it. The red line is above the blue line. Kumo Cloud was bearish, and the Chico span was inside of price. It wasn't necessarily above or below, it was inside, and according to my rules, I can still trade even if the Chico span is inside of price. So nothing crazy about this trade. It was a loss, but it was a normal loss. There wasn't anything explicitly wrong that I did. It wasn't an error that I made. It was to my rules. It was at the perfect time. Beautiful bearish candle right there on this level, and we had the TK cross. It just wasn't supposed to be a winner, and that happens. Sometimes you don't have winning trades. And then this trade I did not take. It was just something that I was watching. Um, I was at school at the time, so I got a bit distracted. But this was supposed to be a candle that I should have taken at 10 o'clock, a re-entry. But again, I wasn't, I don't know, I was doing something at the time, so I did miss it. So I'm just interested in seeing exactly how this trade will fare, just so that I know, but it was not a trade that I took. Okay, now let's move on to gold. Let's look at the gold trades that I was involved in for this week. And here they are. Okay, I only started trading gold on the on the 4th. It was on the 4th of November, right here is when I started actually trading gold. But I just flagged, I just marked out the trades that I would have taken if I had started trading gold on the 1st of November, so from the Monday. So you can see there was no trade here on this day, on the 1st of November. The 2nd of November would have been a loss twice if I did re-enter. It would have either been a negative 2% or a negative 1%, who knows. I'm still working out a bit of rules when it comes to that, but we'll just go with a negative 2. Then I would have made 7% here. So that would have kind of fixed that and made it at least a 5R. Should say 5R, not necessarily percent. Then this is a trade that I did take on the 4th of November. You can kind of see it right here. Just escape. Made me $105.35, bringing my account to a 9810. And let's just see what I was seeing at the time. Took the trade at 10:57. So somewhere, where did I take this trade actually? 10:57. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why do I have two things marked out? I'm also wondering that too. We're both wondering. Actually, this would not have been a trade. I'm just seeing something I didn't see while I was marking up the charts. This definitely would not have been a trade. So we would have watched it. There we go. Okay, so this wouldn't have been a trade. Okay, so what I saw, clearly, again, same thing. Nothing's changed. Rules are all the same. Let me just remove this. It's a bit too close for comfort. Okay, there we go. I'm just trying to find the level that I was trading off of. Yeah, because initially, I'm not sure now, I can't really see the level. Yeah, okay, right here. So firstly, we see price find support here. Then you have this beautiful bullish um candle that I would have been able to enter, but our Kumo was bearish, so I couldn't enter. So I had to wait for another entry, and I got it just here, where price seemed to come kind of up, break through, come down, give us that nice doji candle, then push up, and that's why it was the classic break and retest. It's a little bit more funky to see, but yeah, it's there. And you can see I entered and we were knocked out. We were knocked out on this candle here. Let's take it down to 5 minutes just to make it a bit obvious how and what are we doing? How and why I was knocked out. There it is. So this trade in theory would have gone all the way up here. It would have been a very beautiful trade, but the way that I trade is I trail my stops. So once price hits 2%, I move my stops to 1%. Is a bit aggressive, sure, but I'm still in the process of backtesting gold, so my rules are a bit, I don't want to say flexible. Right now they're written in stone, but eventually I just want to see how the 2%, 1% rule works. Maybe if after some time, once I have enough data, I can perhaps change the rule, but I'll only do that after proper backtesting. But for now, it's once price hits 2%, I move my stops to 1%. And you can see right here with this candle what happened. We came up to, oh my word, I'm trying to remove this thing. Okay, you can see price came up all the way to 2%, but then there was this crazy strong candle that kind of whipsawed around and took me out right around here for 1%, right there. Boom, took me out, and we continued up. It is what it is. That's trading. It happens. We live, we grow, we learn. It's okay. So yeah, practically missed out on a 7 hour trade, but for me it's not a miss, uh, because I followed my rules. Okay, I followed my rules, so it's not a miss to me. Okay, so let's just put that back down there. And now for the fifth. I actually did? Yeah, I was. Oh yes, I remember this. I remember the fifth. Okay. So I entered. This was not my entry, but this would have been a nice entry. That's why it's up here. This trade would have been a win, but the trade that I was actually in was a loss. And why did I enter this? Why did I enter this one? Well, everything was there. It was a strong bearish, strong bullish candle after so much consolidation, after respecting this entire area. So I did. I entered on a very strong candle. Am I upset about entering on this candle? No, because when I backtest, when I go through whatever I go through to test out a strategy, I do enter on sort of big, strong candles. So I'm not upset. It was just one of those trades that just was not supposed to work out. But again, the thing is, even this trade in hindsight, look at this candle isn't very big. This sorry about that car in the background. But this candle, it's not a very strong candle nonetheless. So I doubt I even would have been in this entry. So we can actually just remove it, because if you compare this bullish candle to something along the lines of this one, for example, this is very small. It seems more like it's following. It seems more like it's a, I don't know what word to, but they're all kind of the same. This little group of candles are all kind of the same. It wasn't a strong bullish candle that did something like that. So I highly doubt that would have even been a trade. But nonetheless, this is the trade that I entered here, and you can see I forgot that NFP was happening. So that's that. I got knocked out here. This was an NFP candle right here. You can see it knocked me out, and then flip and went to the moon. So that is that. That is the trades that I took on the this for the first week of November. Next week I'll update you again at the end of the week what trades I took. But for now, let's look at briefly. This video is about to be very long. Let's quickly look at my Forex funds. Okay, this is my trading account. So let me explain. Let me explain. When I first started this account, the strategy that I had was not the what I'm currently trading. It was a variation of it, and there's a very big difference between live testing and back testing. That's what I really want people to understand. Backtesting is all nice and sweet until you go into live. Some things can work really well in backtesting and not well in forward testing. So I started trading this demo rapid My Forex Fund account, and you can just see it is just downhill. It is just yeah. It was very rough the first couple of I don't like the first 2 weeks of trading this account. I quickly realized that my strategy had a very big flaw. It was in its risk management was not working. So, and I also needed very much more stricter rules when it came to my entries. So that was one of the biggest my biggest problems. I needed stricter rules and much more better risk management. The risk management plan that I had was not a really good one. So, uh, push comes to shove, I developed this variation and I started trading it on the 25th. You can see 25th I started trading with the Ichimoku with the new rules, not the new rules, but the updated rules. And if you jump here from the 25th, let's just look for it. I can't really. The 25th, I don't know. Oh, there it is. So from the 25th, you can kind of see there's now, growth in the account. 25th, somewhere here, 25th, 25th. But I'm not sure what was my first trade. My first trade, with the Ichimoku system was on the 25th, I believe. Losing, sleep again. Oh, I wasn't even around for that one. Okay. Okay. But yeah, summarize. You can see around here, that's when I started trading my new variation of the original one, and you can kind of see we're starting to fix the account again. So right now, what I'm on the path of getting this account back to 10,000. I don't know. I'm actually on 9,600. I don't think so. It's on. Oh yeah, I am. Currently, the account's on 9,613. The lowest it ever was right here, which was 9,257. So I think I've done pretty well for myself to try and bring back this account. Of course, it's not you see how it looks now. It's not gonna skyrocket. It's not gonna just do this now from here on out. We're still gonna expect some losing trades, probably something like this, little dip, up, down, up, down, up. This is what I want to see. This is what I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping next week, we can kind of push this a little bit higher. If we can perhaps break this high, who knows? It'd be nice, but it's only the second week of November. We still have the whole of November. Um, when I look at this account, I don't like projecting or making goals, but it'd be great if by the end of at least December or mid-December or end of November, this account can be back to 10K, so I can finally be in the green. This new strategy that I have, if you watch my backtesting videos, you can see it works. It's perfect. Risk management on point. Everything, it works. So it'd be now it's just about time, patience, and consistency, and not strategy hopping. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for tuning in to the first ever uh, video where we look back at my trades for the past week. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.